Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to defend my thesis. My name is Wu Hangzha, and my advisor is Mr. Nguyen Teng Minh. The topic is an investigation of the elements affecting young online shopping consumer behavior in Ho Chi Minh City. First of all, let's talk about the outline. I'm going to talk about the background of the study first, then we'll come up with the conceptual framework, the research methodology, the reason, the conclusion, and the recommendation. Let's go with the background of the study. According to the report of the Department of the Information and Culture in 2012, there is around 35% of the Vietnamese internet user use internet to do shopping or online auctions. People start opening shopping websites. And we know that consumer behavior is getting more and more complicated nowadays. They acquire more information about the product produced in the websites, and they have more bargaining power. Also, consumer behavior is affected by tons of external and internal factors, for example, society, psychology, economy, and technology. So if we understand more about consumer behavior, we can serve them better and we can compete better. Let's talk about target segment. There is, Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City account for quite high rate of internet penetration, up to 65%. So that's why I pay more attention to Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City only. However, because of the lack of the time and limited resources, I decided to choose Ho Chi Minh City as my sample location. Let's talk about research problems. The research questions were revised from the topic, so I came up with the three questions. The first one is what are the main factors that have impact on young consumer behavior towards internet shopping in Ho Chi Minh City. The second one is how these factors contribute to consumer behavior and buying power. The last one is what improvements should online firms do to gain more attraction from consumers. And the purpose of the study is to investigate which elements influencing online shopping consumer behavior, to gain more knowledge of how much these elements contribute to the success of an online business, and to give recommendation to them on what should they do to gain more attraction from consumers. Let's move on with the concepts. With the concepts and definition, first of all, online shopping is online trading or online auction that is done via the internet as well as the payment. The behavior is some kind of evaluation of consumer towards an event or a thing. And young consumer, according to TNS Global, young consumer age from age 30 or under, and according to Nielsen, the age from 13 to 35. So they are divided, according to Nielsen, they are divided into three groups. The first group is teenagers. The second one, young adults. The last one, adults. Actually, the conceptual models was based on the TAM models, which was very famous, developed by Fred Davis in 1989 and was widely used around the world. And the second conceptual model that I revised was developed by Mameng Lee in Thailand in 2008. There are 6 factors that influence attitude towards online shopping of consumer. They are perceived ease of use, perceived awareness of security, trust, perceived usefulness, perceived risk, and demographic. However, I think that demographic is something that we could not control. Age, gender, and education we could not control. So I decided to eliminate. I do not eliminate them. I still keep demographic factor in the model to avoid bias from the sample size. So I came up with the research model. As you can see here on the screen now, all of the factors have positive impacts on the online consumer behavior, except for risk. it has negative impact. Research methodology. In this study, I applied quantitative and qualitative method. Let's talk about sample size. According to Gorsuch and Hatcher, the ideal ratio between respondents and measurement items in the questionnaire should be around 5:1, which means with 27 measurement items in the questionnaire, there should be at least 135 respondents. However, on the adequacy scale suggested by Confrey and Lee in 1992, a sample size of 50 would give very poor results. Following 100, 200, 300, and 500 would give poor, fair, good, and very good result respectively. And that's why I decided to choose a sample size of 300, especially 301. The qualitative approach is designed to review the concept and definition to have the best questionnaire, and all the concept and definition, the interview question were revised from textbook, journal articles, and dictionaries, and suggested by former scholars. Quantitative approach. It is a questionnaire designed and combined design, and it is a combination of the three parts. The first part is the demographic information. The second one is the habit, and the last one is the 27 measurement items, applying 5-point Likert scale, ranging from 1 to 5, with strongly disagree to strongly agree. Sampling method. Non-probability sampling is applied where researchers use any readily available individual as participant. Data collection method. The survey was done online, offline. The data analysis SPSS software was applied. There are 4 analyses used in this research, as you can read in the screen. As well as the result. Collection method. There were around 135 offline surveys were done, and 166 online surveys. Demographic information, there is 40.3% male respondent, and the 59.7% left are female. Most of them are young adults aged from 13 to 35. 48% of them are students, office workers. 25% are office workers. 12% is specialist, 5% homemaker, and 10% other. Products bought. There are around 162 people focused on clothing. 125 bought electronic devices, 80 bought cell phones, 157 bought cosmetic. I guess they are females. 82 focus on other products. Let's talk about descriptive statistics. In this kind of analysis, we should consider the mean value. As you can see over here, the mean value of the ease of use is the first factor. The highest value is 3.5, and the lowest one is 3.29, which means that the respondents generally agree that online shopping is easy. The same with awareness security. The highest mean value is 3.7. The lowest one is 3.43. It reflects that the respondents do believe in online shopping. Same with trust and usefulness. With risk, the mean value is kinda low. That tells us that the respondents do not feel too risky with online shopping. Young online consumer behavior. The mean value, the average mean value is kind of high. With the highest value is 3.62 and the lowest one is 3.54, which means that the respondent had quite good behavior towards online shopping. That's all about descriptive. Let's talk about reliability tests. Reliability test is applied to test the internal consistency among the variables in each factor. So in this kind of test, we should consider the two values. The first one is the Cronbach alpha level. The acceptable Cronbach alpha level should be 0.6. However, the higher the better. And the second value is the corrected item total correlation. It should be larger than 0.3. If it's lower than 0.3, then this item should be deleted. Okay, ease of use. You can see it over here, item EU3, I do not find internet shopping difficult, has the very low corrected item total correlation, which is 0.258, lower than 0.3. So this item should be eliminated out of the questionnaire. And after I delete this item, the Cronbach alpha came up with a higher value of 0.850. The same with awareness security over here. No items have lower corrected item total correlation. Trust and usefulness. Risk. Young online consumer behavior. Okay. So after conducting the reliability test, there were 26 variables left in the questionnaire, except for EU3 because it doesn't meet the requirement, as mentioned above. Let's talk about factor analysis. Factor analysis is applied to test the construct validity of the research. In this kind of analysis, we should pay attention to the KMO and the significant level. The ideal KMO result should be lower than 0.5 and the significant level should be, the KMO should be higher than 0.5 and the significant level should be below 0.05. First of all, let's talk about factor analysis for independent variables. The two rounds of factor analysis were run because in the first row there were some variables that needed deleting. Let's take a look at the KMO invalid test. You can see that the KMO value is 0.859, which is higher than 0.5, and the significant level is 0.000, which is lower than 0.05. The 26 variables are distributed and loaded into 5 components. However, with awareness of security, there is one item loaded into 2 components, and the difference between the 2 components is 0.410, which is larger than 0.3, so AS4 is still kept in the measurement scale. Let's move on with the factor analysis for dependent variable. As you can see over here, again, KMO value is 0.822, higher than 0.5, and the significant level is 0.000. All of the item of young online consumer behavior are loaded into one component. It means that the research model did not change.
Okay, pass quickly.
Yes, of course.
Just mention if you have any items to be removed.